Hello, good evening. This is David Newborn. I'm going to talk about my project for 6190 in the summer of 2015. So on the first slide, there's just a bit of an animation there with some nice calm music. I have a hover state over the original button, which should prompt the learner to get started. So on the main menu here, I have hover states over each of the tabs, and so this does give the user the ability to kind of go where he or she wants to go. More than likely, he or she will choose the introduction tab, and there's a brief video here along with some music and a little bit of animation as well. You may not hear me talking in this tutorial, but what I'm basically doing is discussing why my company uses InContact.com, highlighting about 4 bullet points in terms of why we think it's important to the business. And then from there, the user can go to this tab to the right, and it will bring them back to the main menu. Now the introduction tab is grayed out, so the user knows not to return. Module 1 is going to go into 3 sections that discuss getting started with InContact.com. The first is how to enable pop-ups in Google Chrome. This is our required web browser. I left the controls at the bottom of the video, so maybe the user, if he wants to, can fast forward to the end. Can easily click over to the next button here, and it goes back to the main section. Launching the job agent. This is the first function in terms of using the software. And again, I am talking the learner through the whole process as they're looking at my screen. So each of these is less than a minute long, which is not too painful. Of course, when we go back, the state of the visited tabs have been checked off. Another tutorial with my voice. A little bit of a zoom in feature as well. I experimented a lot with the zoom in feature. I think that something I'm going to always use from here on out. Really helped me out, so I'm doing that. Alright, so going back to the main menu, now the user can go to Module 2. Only 2 sections in Module 2. I'm still discussing the way that the InContact software links up to the employee's telephone system. So it's a bit different, but with a little bit of explanation, the learner can get used to it fairly easily. After an employee hangs up the phone, they have to decide what kind of phone call it was. This goes into an explanation of why they would choose each disposition. Again, the zoom in feature has been very helpful in these demonstrations. Alrighty, so back to the main menu here. Module 3, 3 sections. Got more tutorials. These are screen shares, and I'm actually demonstrating the functions as I'm talking to the learner. I have some animated graphics coming in to just highlight where I want their eyes to be drawn to. I do this three times in this advanced features section. These are very brief. Discussing conference calls here. And the conclusion section uh, has 3 modules. This one is going to be a hotspot. It's going to be a hotspot quiz. Which of the following can be launched after enabling pop-ups in Google Chrome? Well, if the learner's paying attention, they know that this is the job agent that populates after they've enabled Chrome to have pop-ups. Which button will you log out of uh, which button will log you out of the In Contact agent? This is going to be this button at the top, which I do explain in the introduction. So there's the hotspot there. They'll hit submit, and that should be the right answer. Next section, placing a call. Again, I used a lot of animation. I used some video. I wanted the learner to really see what it would actually look like. This is a true or false. This one should be true. This is a good old multiple choice. Where's the drop down tab? Well, here it is right here. You're going to hit submit. That's another hotspot quiz. Same deal for here, hotspot quiz. Oops. Let's get it right. Alrighty. And the final section, place this call on hold. This is asking the learner to do something that they would actually do if they were looking at the job agent. That's the hotspot. They hit submit, and they're going forward. Multiple choice, kind of a screenshot, like a recognition of a screenshot there. And this is going to score the quiz and give you some happy music and send the learner on their way. And so that's what I have for my project. I spent several hours on it, and I hope that this is going to be useful to some people.